Hey guys, William here again, aka Big Bastard, and gonna do some unboxing bling basically today. And to give you a little backstory, some time ago I had made this card game, Ninja Wars. It's a trick taking game, basically on crack. And this is the best type of box that they had for it, for the game at that time, going through the Game Crafter. Nice little booklet. Kind of made it scroll-like in its design. There's dice here with ninjas on it. These are what I call Koku counters. They actually factor in a couple of the mini games. And oops, the cards, which I thought were nicely designed. Kind of an ancient parchment texture that I went with on that. Mission priority card, it plays into the game. This is the Jonin rank. That whole the whole ninja system plays into the game, the rank and everything. Pretty much made it a trick-taking card game on, like I said earlier, on crack, borrowing elements from, uh, of course, trick-taking games, but also borrowing elements from trading card games and some other types of games. Well, recently I was trying to look at a way to fix the cost so that it might attract more buyers because I've had virtually no, well, I've had no sales on it at all. So I'm going to be unboxing this attempt, but there was kind of a mistake with this attempt, and I'll explain that in a minute once I'm through with the unboxing here. And basically, in attempting to make the game cheaper, because the bulk of the cost is in the actual deck of cards itself, I really didn't accomplish nothing with this streamlined deck, which I was hoping to minimize costs, and that just didn't work out. Now the package, as you can see, is pretty beat up, but GameCrafter is really good about the way they box their products. So as you can see here, lots of paper wrap, because this is going to be a small box, and GameCrafter took the time to make sure that it was secured and safe. These guys are really good about stuff like that. So basically the idea with this new Streamline deck was to compose the decks themselves into a single unit and get rid of some of the bling. You can see the box art I kept pretty much the same. Looks really nice if you ask me. Works with this 104 or 108, I mean, deck. These are now, the first game I got didn't come shrink wrapped, and as you can see, they now do. That was thanks to a Kickstarter that I actually participated in. The box is of pretty good quality here. And what I did was I condensed the manual, or tried condensing the manual. I did not realize that that was going to take up that much space, into a PDF, or I mean into a document instead. And unfortunately that takes up a lot of space itself. As you can see, the pages are stacked, folded and stacked. I dropped a couple of those. out of... So basically, that was a bad move, because effectively what you're doing, look at how much space that takes up. I mean, that's like a whole nother deck of cards. That's like several booklets. So if you're going to do a document, make sure it's not multi-page. The cards have kept the same format. Stuff like the rank cards. And basically what we got here is one deck of cards. And that's kind of the issue that I have with this, because if I was to make it 2 decks of cards, it would effectively be almost as much as what I call the deluxe version. So this was obviously a mistake, trying to do this way, trying to reduce costs this way. And I don't know, maybe I'm too focused on cost as it is. You know? With these, though, I kind of wonder why they couldn't overlay them on top of each other and then fold them up. But even then, you might still have issues with the space. I'll deal with the document bit later. Not really interested in dealing with that now. So yeah, the idea was to have a smaller, sleeker, sexier package, if you will. You know I like to throw that term around. And that went nowhere. Now this, I'm kind of excited about, because what I did was I changed the box from this medium box to the medium pro box, which is going to be, just as you can tell, I mean, more compact than the other, and it's going to actually look better overall, because it's going to have a more slimline, stylized look compared to what that big box that I have does. Now this, it doesn't have as much wrapping around it because the box is a bit bigger, but you can see they still took precautions. That's the medium box. Medium pro box. Shrink wrapped. Yay. You can see it looks a lot better than the other one did. A lot more professional, which was the Game Crafters' aim in, bringing that out. And they even went to the trouble to pack in here. You see, we still have the same problem with the document, although it's packaged a lot more nicely in the Pro box. We have the deck of cards, and it's one deck of cards. This is another thing that I had issues with when I attempted to remake the game. Forgot to include the other deck of cards. Here's the bling bag. You see the counters have been replaced with these gems. And there's now 25 of those a piece, as opposed to the original 50 for each color. And the reason I did that was because these look better with the product, and they're not much more, they don't add a whole lot more cost than the other tokens would have. So I gotta still do obviously some work on these. I will, once I get them refinished and finalized, I will give you guys a link in the description. But for now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do to reduce those costs. And a lot of people don't understand this. You know, I'm making a game from scratch. I'm putting a lot of effort into it. And I can't control the cost of the components. And I've got to figure out ways to streamline all this so that it becomes an accessible two-player game for a fairly decent cost. But even then, you figure once I added the additional decks in the in the editor, the additional deck, this ended up being about a cost of $40. Personally, I don't think that's bad for what you're getting here. I mean, you got the nice box. Yeah, we see there was problems with the instructions. I thought they would turn out a little differently in my mind than they would. Probably go back to a basic booklet for that. And so you would have the booklet, you know, and the nice gems. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'll do that right quick. You've seen the dice, and they're obviously blank. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. See that dice? It's blank. Okay, there's a reason. Because you end up getting this ream of stickers with it. Now, you don't need this many stickers to play the game. The sticker format is a lot nicer than it used to be. You have X amount of individual cards with these stickers, as you can see. Okay. Now, if I grab the original one, once I locate where I set it, at any rate, with the original tray, or the original sheet of stickers that came, it was on a, here it is. Oh, no, same fashion. I was wrong. It just, what they've done is they found a way to do the stickers a little better, though. The sheets are cleaner and a little more condensed, it seems to me. But at any rate, you'll have lots of extra stickers in case, you know, so diceware and stuff like that. So, you know, I keep telling myself, oh, it's too much, it's too much. But when you look at the fact that this is a quality, handcrafted game that somebody's put a lot of effort and time into, you know, and really thought out, can you actually sit there and say, you know, that you're basing some is criteria, the qualifications of it, and its worth on just monetary value alone? You know, and you know, at the end of the day, when it comes to it, I have created a product. I am proud of that product, and even if it doesn't sell like I would like it to, you know, I've still done something that I'm very proud of and I enjoy. So, like I said, once I finalize the touches on this game, I'll include a link in the video, and hopefully you guys will check it out, decide maybe you like it, and will want to purchase it. And that's pretty much it for the Ninja Wars game unboxing. And you can see that there's a lot of ways I can go with these. And hopefully I will get things factored to where I can make this express version and make it a cheaper version and still have the deluxe version for those who want to enjoy it. So this is Big Bastard. This is what I made. Or like Chris Carter, who created X-Files, used to have tagged on to his any of his productions. he had a little video with his son saying, "I made this." Well, I made this, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Just like I hope you enjoy these videos I'm putting out, trying to put out different content, trying to put out more content. And this is Big Bastard signing out for now. I'll see you guys later.